Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television, and we're coming to you live, yes, at Standards here in Canaan. And if you've been with us all morning, you have been seeing all the beautiful things they have in store this morning. We want to say thank you so much to Standards for hosting us this morning. We're going to head on straight on into our next conversation. We're speaking with a young lady who is no stranger to enterprise. Her name is Abeni Taylor, and she's the CEO. You might know her as the CEO of the School of Foreign Language Tobago. She also has her hands in so many different pots, and she is making the best of every opportunity that presents itself to her. As an educator, she's coming this morning to speak about an event for preteens and teens, representing the AT Events umbrella. Good morning and welcome, Abeni. Welcome, welcome. You didn't know I knew all of that.
Yes. Bonjour, good morning, and thank you for having me today.
Well, let me just put in my little Spanish there to Buenos dias, señorita.
Muy buenos dias.
Yeah, good. Right, so we're so happy to have you. We're always so happy to have you on the show. And of course, as I mentioned to our viewers, that you are no stranger to enterprise. You're an educator at heart with a love for your children, a love for what you do, and always trying to provide some measure of avenue for them to express themselves. And we're talking now about a brunch for these teens. I've seen a few of them before. I think you had two.
I had two before.
And you know, of course, providing a space for young people to enjoy themselves. So tell us about the genesis of this idea and what you're hoping to achieve by doing this.
Wonderful. So being a secondary school teacher, I interact with my students a lot. I teach from first straight to sixth form. And in conversation with my students, you know, you'll hear different events going on the island, where you'll hear them say, I can't go because there's some big people, or I wouldn't go to that party, that's a little trend. So what about that gap for preteens and teens? So that's where the aha moment came. And I said, you know what, let me do a little bougie brunch for these children, well, for these preteens and teens. And having tried it last year, Easter, I realized how they interacted with style and grace. Parents looked very comfortable to drop these students off at this event, because all the supervisors on deck for this event were teachers.
Right.
So a sense of security, and you know, we know how to supervise and how to interact with students. Parents looked very comfortable, and students also interacted with their peers. With you know, it's about a space of comfort.
That's
when you are
right.
comfortable, you can do anything. You can do it with respect and diplomacy, and that is what actually took place for the last two brunches. And that gave me the idea to continue doing these brunches.
And what I like about this is a safe and controlled space.
Correct.
So it's not a public space where anybody could just walk in and say,
well, I come
to the bar to buy a drink. It doesn't have that. It's a closed space. So I like the idea that you chose that venue, which of course is the Healing Garden.
No stranger to Tobago.
That's right.
The Healing Garden.
That's
beautiful space. Beautiful space that is encouraging. And we actually put all little decor together. You know, the cocktail tables, we have jumbo games, food, our drinks list is very exquisite. Please note it's non-alcoholic. So you know, we have the champagne, etc., which is to make them feel as though yes. This event is for me. It is teen appropriate, and I can just express myself respectfully. And
you know, it gives parents a measure of comfort, knowing that their children are in the hands of people they're familiar with. Yes. These are their teachers. You know, you haven't gone outside to look promoters or whomever to do this. You are your own promoter for your babies, because I know you love children. I can say this comfortably because my son also passed through your hands during your camp. So I know that this is a safe space for our children to be around Easter time. If you're looking for something for your child to do, if your children want to be a part of preteen.
Children is like, you know,
I stand corrected. Yes. So preteen, because I mean they're big children, the preteens and the teens, and of course events that are inappropriate for them. This is one that is very appropriate for your teens and preteens to participate in, something to relax them. You know, the school term just ended and they had so many things going on. They had SBAs, they had to prepare for all sorts of stuff and assignments to hand in, and of course when they go back now, they're going into the term where they have to prepare for exams.
Yes, and the C-Sec ones, C-Sec and Cape students, correct.
Right, so this is of course is a perfect opportunity for them to get through. And of course, you know, Miss Taylor enjoys herself. I see the videos, yes, pull that face. I see the video, she enjoys herself with something. And you know what I always say, when you love what you're doing, it just makes it so easy,
yes,
So what are you looking forward to most for this edition of the event?
Their interaction with each other, the food, because you know we have our lineup of food. Well, okay, it was like Peckish, no stranger to the food industry. We have the drinks. Sometimes we create very well mocktails and non-alcoholic juices. See how the students just see the interaction, just see how they speak with each other, how they interact with us. They play their games. We have live games as well. Anyone let's dance to the music, feel free, and just enjoy the Easter vacation in a safe space.
Right. And when is this happening?
On April the 6th, that is Saturday, right before school reopens on April the 8th. We only have a mere 2 weeks off as teachers and students.
And tickets?
Yes, tickets. Oh, we have 2 categories of tickets. We have general, $100, and VIP, $275. We're creating that replica of how an adult
and start to prepare them for life itself, and you know the expectations as they get into
and as I mentioned, they interact with style and grace.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Bubble gum, the Easter brunch for preteens and teens, happening there on the 6th of April at the Healing Garden. Tickets $200 for general and $275 for VIP. You can contact Miss Abeni Taylor. She's one of the easiest persons to find on social media or anywhere. Just ask anybody, you know Miss Abeni, you know Auntie Beanie, and you're able to get on. So you could even call me and I'll call Tobago updates. We got the link, we got the link, we got the link. So the event is taking place there. Of course, send your children, your preteens and your teens out to have a good time in a safe space. Thank you so much, Miss, for joining us.
Thank you for
How do you say
me.
Thanks in Spanish? Gracias.
Muchísimas gracias. Gracias.
I got it.
Yes, on point.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and for bringing that pop of color to our show this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you live from Standards here in Canaan, and this is where we end the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. But we don't end our programming here. We're heading on over to GMT right here. Yes, right here at Standards Distribution with Candice Jackson. So we ask that you stay with us. And when you stay with us, Miss, help me to tell them, share the live, share the live, share the live. Stay with us.